This is a record of a commemorative visit I made to the site and memorial of the historic RAF Spilsby Airfield on the 75th anniversary of the loss of my uncle, Sergeant Cyril Stapleton, who was killed on operations with 207 Squadron in 1944. Sergeant Cyril Stapleton was the elder brother to my father. He volunteered for RAF service in 1943 and following training was posted to Bomber Command 207 Squadron at Spilsby. On just his fourth operation, he was killed when his Lancaster bomber was shot down over France by a Me-109 of the German Luftwaffe. All crew members were killed that night. The main objective of the day was to lay a wreath at the main memorial at RAF Spilsby. This memorial was built by the 207 Squadron RAF Association and is perfect for such acts of remembrance. The Royal British Legion poppy wreath contained a badge of the RAF 207 Bomber Squadron. Attached was a list of names of all the crew members that lost their life when the plane crashed that night in July 1944. A short distance from the memorial you can see traces of one of the main runways of the airfield at RAF Spilsby. On the night of the 4th of July 1944, 15 207 Squadron Lancasters took off between 23:21 and 23:45. Cyril's Lancaster was the 6th, airborne at 23:35. This Lancaster and one other did not return that night. The peaceful countryside of today must be in sharp contrast to the sound of 60 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines that propelled the 15 Lancasters into the sky here that night in July 1944. On the far side of the airfield there is a small chapel in the small hamlet of Monksthorpe. This chapel is over 300 years old and dates from 1701 and is preserved by the National Trust. Alongside the road leading to the chapel, one finds a second RAF Spilsby Memorial. This is the first memorial stone which moved here following the rebuild of the main memorial site in 2012. This side of the airfield and near this memorial there was the main bomb dump. On the 10th of April 1944, a few weeks before Cyril joined the squadron, there was a terrible explosion at the bomb dump and 10 RAF armourers lost their life. Near the Monksthorpe Chapel there is a large World War II hangar with the distinctive overhanging sliding door guides. This hangar is now used as part of a farm. Further around the airfield a circular feature can be seen. This is the remains of a World War II dispersal area where a Lancaster bomber would be stabled when not flying. Following completion of the visit to the airfield, I seek refreshment in the nearby pub, the Bell at Holton Holgate. This pub has been frequented by RAF personnel over the years from the nearby RAF base. The connection with RAF can be seen on the main pub sign, where references to 44 and 207 squadrons who were operational at RAF Spilsby during World War II are contained. Further in the pub, memorabilia and a visitor's book from people who have visited the pub following a memorial visit like myself to the airfield may be found. On my way home I drop by RAF Coningsby and find fittingly that the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Lancaster is part visible by the road. I presume it is being prepared for displays the following weekend. I take a closer look at the mid-upper gunner position on the Lancaster. This is the position held by my Uncle Cyril on his operations with 207 Squadron at RAF Spilsby. This concludes this commemorative video. Please leave likes and any comments below. I am considering making further similar videos, including a visit I made to see my uncle's grave in France, also in the summer of 2019.